Yes, you know what you have to do. You have to go to church. Anybody makes us wear suits and come to these places? Anybody charges us anything to come to places like this? No, we say, please, just show up. But who? Don't show up yourself. We don't need you. You're already past your prime. You don't need help. They need help. Your children need help. You don't need help. You're beyond. If you need help, you're beyond help. But it's the children that need to be here. And this is why they make a statement like this, and we don't need, it's so boring over there, why take us over there? Yeah, we turned our mosques into boring spots. Oh no, you can't. Today is Ashura. Hooray. What do you think? Sit in the child's mind for 5 minutes and see what the child is thinking. What do you think he's thinking? Oh, it's Ashura. Oh, he's thinking, what? What ice age did you come from? So what if it's Ashura? Did you forget that I walk into school on a daily basis and go through things and see things that you never used to see when you were young? You realize that I come home and you got every gadget for me? Any game that I want, and if I'm bored from the game, I got other stuff I can play with. I can watch television, I can go to Facebook, I can do internet, I can do anything I want. And then you expect me not to tell you, Dad is boring at the masjid? Your damn straight is boring at the masjid. Of course it is. Can't blame that child for saying that statement. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this Quran, قُلْ مَا يَعْمَلُ بِكُمْ رَبِّي. Allah will have nothing to do with you if you are not good missionaries towards Him. By being good missionaries, how does it exemplify? I look at the children. Are they like their parents? No, you're not good missionary. Don't come here if you don't raise them first. Raise them at home, then come here. Hold the fortress here after you take care of them over there. Once you take care of your child, you can take care of other people's children. It's not a problem. And this is what Allah says. In order for you, this is why I created you. قُلْ مَا يَعْبَأُ بِكُمْ. Nothing, Allah won't even look at you. Judgment Day will look at you. لَوْلَا دُعَاءُكُمْ. Had it not for you, towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, became the perfect role model and preached to the world, to your people, your children. The perfect role. What's the perfect role model? The perfect. Where's the Quran? How many? What do our children know? And I'm not talking about this community, of course not. I'll give you an example of the Michigan community. Michigan community, we have over 500,000 Muslims in Michigan. If we were to do as Shia, although I don't like to segregate, if we were to pick 50,000 random Muslims from the Shia, we'll probably get 10 of you from here. How about that? And go, give me just random Muslim, 50,000, place them. Bring 50,000 from my brothers from the Sunnis, place them here. Bring 50,000 from Ismaili, 50,000 from, give me other sects. Do you know any other sects? Bring all the sects of the Muslims. There's so many of them. Bring them and put them in a room, 50,000 each. And have the 50,000 people take Quranic exams. Who would place last? Who would be last? Who would fail? We would fail. I'm talking about the Michigan. We would fail. We would fail all over the world. Why? We got nothing to do with this. Probably for a lot of us, this Quranic verse is the first time they ever heard it. When I said chapter 25, some of the kids are saying, wow, the Quran actually goes up to that many chapters? I thought it was the Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, and Qul Huwallahu Ahad. I thought that was it. How do you become a role model if you do not adhere to the constitution of Islam, which is the Quran? There's a treasure in our hands. I had a Christian and Muslim debate one time in Michigan. There was a pastor, two pastors, one that was Arabic and one that was African American. And we had the hall divided. We get to seat 300 people, they get to seat 300 people. And it was a friendly debate. We're sitting down on the panel, and every person that walked in, I was watching every person that walked in. I kid you not, out of the 300 Christians that walked in, probably no less than 250 came in with what in their hands? A Bible. And I kid you not, if you look at that Bible, it's not one of those beautiful Bibles that you can hear the paper tick when you, like our Qur'ans. No, it was beat up. Why was it beat up? It was used. Have you ever seen a beat up Quran lately? They don't exist. Why don't they exist? Because we don't use them. Why don't we use them? Well, aren't the Quran there to do, what do you call this? What is this? Don't you do this for the Quran? Don't you do khira? Isn't the Quran there for khira? And then if the jinn, we have to summon the jinn, you need an exorcist to we come to the Quran. Well, don't we use it to bless us, you know? Oh, when your child has a nightmare, and he says, Mom, Dad, I'm having nightmares. What do you put under his bed, under his pillow? Quran. Brand new one too. The newer the better. This is what the Quran is. Is this what Allah says? This is how you instill morals and values in your children. And don't get me wrong, I'm talking about my community in Michigan. And I've said that many times in my community. And they look at me and you're talking to deaf ears. We're losing in Michigan. We can barely hang out to the Arabic. And I don't mean the Quranic Arabic. I mean we can barely hang out to the slang, the Arabic. We want to teach the people the Arabic, not because I like my Arabic heritage. To hell with that. I want to teach them Arabic so I can link them one way to another so they can get to the Quran. Once I get him here, the Quran does what? Oh, you brought him here, I'll take it over. But unfortunately, in today's world, we cannot be missionaries like Allah wants us. Because Allah in the Quran, in the following verse says, فَقَدْ كَذَّبْتُمْ. You lied! You said you wanted to be role models. You said, Allah said, you think this up and down that you do on a daily motion, on a daily exercise. That's it. أَحَسِبَ النَّاسُ أَن يُتْرَكُوا أَن يَقُولُوا آمَنَّا وَهُمْ لَا يُفْتَنُونَ. People think that's it. You just go to the masjid, do the prayers, do Ashura, and you're done. How about them? They don't exist? How do you raise them? Didn't I tell you something about a pill that we need? Just says, can't just let things go away. Isn't there a pill that just I give it to my child, let me see, with water. And he just, next thing you know, he wakes up, he knows the Quran. Is there such a pill? Doesn't exist. Why is 300, 250 of the Christians walking in with Bibles in their hand? And not a Muslim walked in with a Quran in their hand. Why? Is the Bible more worthy than the Holy Quran? Oh, then there could be one more explanation. All the 300 that are sitting Muslims all knew the Quran by heart. They didn't know a verse of the Quran save the verses that they have to pray with. They didn't know anything else. And how do you expect yourself to prosper? To move forward? Ashura? Shahr Ramadan? That worked for me and you. Do you think it's going to work for them? My God, I don't know what I said you're living in. قُلْ مَا يَعْبَأُ بِكُمْ رَبِّي لَوْلَا دُعَاءُكُمْ. Allah will have nothing to do with you. Why? فَقَدْ كَذَّبْتُمْ فَسَوْفَ يَكُونُ لِزَامًا. You have cried lies. You have cried lies. And it shall surely be fastened. It surely will clip you with it. You lied. Come here, Judgment Day, we'll take care of you. What do you mean, take care of us? Are we all? No, we're not all. So that's interpretation number one of the Quranic verse, لَوْلَا دُعَاءُكُمْ. They say it means you are a missionary towards Allah. If a missionary towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in today's world was texting, believe me, we'll be number one missionaries. Had so many problems in the Shia mosques. We have so many mosques. During Ashura, the 10 days of Muharram, I kid you not, over 4,000 people in the audience. And if you were to look from a projector and you look in, how many of the 4,000 are texting? Are on their phones? They created now internet on the phone, did you know? They got internet on the phone. So if your child walks in with an iPhone into Ashura and he's listening, and he's sitting down and you're looking from afar and you're thinking, well, look at that boy. He's really enjoying it. I like that. Well, what gives you the slightest idea? He's enjoying it. Look at his position. My God. What a good kid. Yeah, look at his position.